Hi, I'm Alyssa, your free range psychic. Today is November 21st, 2021, and I hope people got to catch me on Linda's show. I had a wonderful time with her on Friday. Today I am going to do a reading on Lauren Boebert, and this wasn't something I really was thinking about doing, but I asked my guides who I should do a reading on, and they said Lauren Boebert. So there must be something important there, and maybe something that's coming up soon. I think we all know this anyway, what I'm going to read on, but they're just confirming. And oh, also I wanted to welcome all my new subscribers. Welcome. So happy that you came, and love to all of you who follow me and have for as long as you have. I appreciate every one of you. You know that. Okay, let's get into it. So the first card my guides chose regarding Lauren Boebert was the Tower. And the Tower, they said, is her involvement in the January 6th coup attempt. And she was very much part of it, and they're saying allegedly, she helped plan it, she raised money for it, either give the tours or have her staff give the tours to the people who were coming to invade the Capitol on the 6th beforehand, to get the measure of the place. She's very much, they're saying, involved in all of that. She's part of this group of people who want to bring down our government and have a fascistic takeover with Trump as a figurehead. The next card they gave me was the Eight of Swords. So I said, does this mean Lauren Boebert in prison? And what they actually, or that what they said it actually meant, is her connection with the people who are jailed and waiting trial, or have already had their trials and been sentenced. People like the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys. People who are caught up in this and are caught up in the legal system. And I asked, well, what does she mean in the center here? And they said she's still connected with them. They're synergistic with each other. And these are the people that she assisted to invade the Capitol, and very much in support of their efforts. And she's caught up with them. Do you see that her hands are chained here? That's Lauren caught up in this group of people, and their fate is her fate in a way. And they've got the goods on her too. She's kind of bound, she's bound, not kind of, but she is bound to them because they know of her involvement. And they have proof, they have texts, all kinds of things. The next card they gave me was the Knight of Swords. And you know how these Trumpites, they love to go on the offensive like Gosar. She very much is supporting Gosar in his anime and his threats of violence towards people like AOC and even Biden. And she's made similar, she's made similar kinds of threats. I said sorry because I know this had glare on it. And there off goes Lauren Boebert. She's always posing with those AR-15s, and she's got all those guns. If you've seen those photographs of her with her family and all the guns behind them, I think she got into trouble at some point because there was some kind of TikTok going on or something where she wasn't in the room, but her children were there with the firearms. But that's our Lauren, right? She's going to shoot him up. She would have loved being a criminal in the Wild West, an outlaw, you know, bank robber or something. Just going in there and, you know, shooting down the sheriff. That's kind of her energy. The outcome card, the Ten of Swords. So her downfall is connected with her connection with all of these insurrectionists who are currently in trouble and either have had their trials or are awaiting their trials. There's so many of them. And they bring her down, or evidence of her connection with them brings her down. And I think that this card is reflecting, like it does with all of them really, that her fate is due to her own actions, her own illegalities, criminal behavior, treasonous behavior, I want to say, that gets caught and illuminated by the justice system and thus brings her down here. So I'm sure this card means investigations, and there's plenty of those going on. Nobody's escaping the attention or the laser-like focus of the House Investigative Committee regarding this. They're looking at everything. Believe me, nothing is escaping them. So that's my reading on Lauren I can't say her name. Lauren Boebert. And I think maybe something's coming up soon that we're going to start hearing information that is going to tell us that now the indictments and the investigations are going higher, because they start low, right? And they go higher and higher till they reach the levels of our government, our federal system, the Congress people, the senators, Trump. I should have said really the federal branch of the government. And I am having like Sunday brain right now because I'm just getting into the day. It's a cold day here in Michigan. It feels like it could snow. I just get a sense we're going to get a lot of snow this winter. That's so early. So that is my reading on Lauren Boebert. We'll see how it plays out. My guides wanted to just reassure people that things are going to go okay. Again, the media, I know our rant about the media, but that the media is controlled by only 6 corporations, or 90% of the media is controlled by 6 corporations. And just think about who those corporations are, including Murdoch. It's like Disney, Time Warner, and a few others. And so if you wanted to look into how the media really allowed Trump, was crucial in allowing Trump to come to the forefront and win the presidency. The same powers that be that are behind the scenes are now manipulating the information we're getting about Biden. And my guides want you to know that despite all of this, things are going to get better. They do see the voters' rights bills being passed. They also see legislation being passed to control the conglomeration of the media, maybe break up, I should say, the conglomeration of the media, to bring in the fair and balanced rule. We're going to see a big change there, because people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they're not stupid. They're not just going to passively sit by and be okay with this. But their strength, maybe it's a weakness to public opinion, but their strength behind the scenes, they get to business. They are not playing, and we're going to begin to see the ripples of that in the future. Things are going to get better. Don't, my guy, I know that's an absolute. If you're frightened, I understand. But my guides don't want you to be frightened. They see such wonderful things happening. and justice and more justice coming the way of the Trumpites. And it's a lot. I mean, it's going to take a long time. Think about everything that they have done, everything that's been destroyed or attempted to be destroyed in the government, everything they've tried to dismantle. And they know the power of the media. They know how to play it. We are really being wagged right now, right? Wag the dog. Get people to respond before the thing. You create the event, and you know very well how to manipulate your audience into fear, into being divisive, or feeling divided, into feeling hopeless by whatever information you're going to give them or whatever events get sparked and you want to focus on. We have to be careful not to be wagged by the dog, and to really sit back and look at what's really happening, not make these huge assumptions. Oh, our government is broken and our justice system is totally inoperable because this one thing happened. That is not true. If that were true, then it wouldn't have been successful in staving off Trump from all those spurious claims that he made. Think about every juncture that they were knocked down. We have a functioning justice system. It's inequitable. It needs a lot of repair in a lot of places, but in other places it's very strong. It's kind of spotty, right? In some places, depending on the locality, depending on the state, the politics of the state, the local politics, it's going to reflect that. So yes, it does need to be worked on, but it's not all falling apart. The sky is not falling. We are recovering right now. We are in a state of healing, and when there's a massive injury, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of surgeries that need to get done, a lot of skin grafting, a lot of stuff that needs to go on before we really get to that place where we're feeling whole again. But we're on that path. That's why we voted Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in, and those Democrats. And we need more of those Democrats. So we've really got to be positive for 2022. Don't listen to or don't be so influenced by these people who are very, very canny at getting you to believe, oh yeah, the Republicans are just going to take the House. No, that's not how it is. But they want you to believe that because they want you to cease and desist. They want to get you feeling hopeless and inactive and passive, so that you don't put your energy into manifesting what you want. You know, that's the ploy, right? Divide and conquer, and make your enemies scared of you. You puff up. That's why some birds, like, they puff up, right? To frighten their enemies. They're not really as big as they look. Like peacocks, I think, do that. But hey, you know, it's a tact. Yes, it's a tactic. Okay. That's my Sunday rant. And I am now going to give us our oracle cards. Or oracle card. Today I chose from a deck that I've used a lot in the past, but not in the present. This is Messenger Oracle by Ravynne Phelan. My guides drew me to this deck. The card that they give us, see the truth. Do not be deceived. Be watchful and mindful of the illusions others weave around themselves, and that you may weave around yourself. Know the night, understand the shadows, see through the darkness to the light of the truth. Pay attention to contradictions. Notice where actions and words are not in harmony. Hone your intuition and insight so that you may know the minds and hearts of those around you and yourself, and trust in the wisdom born of that awareness. See the truth. At this point, I always tell people I'm available for personal readings. I do past life readings, but I also read anything in the present, including past and present in the past and future in the present. I'm a medium, and I love to introduce you to your guardian angels. So, next week is Thanksgiving. Wow, it's crazy, but I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy Thanksgiving. I just like to hang, to chill, so to speak. I hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. You guys take care. I will be back. Bye-bye.